Festival. Tinalak Festival. It is also known as Tinalak Festival. It is a festival held to celebrate the anniversary of South Cotabato and is observed every July. The festival's unique name is attributed to a popular piece of colorful cloth woven by the local Tibuli women. Tibuli is a tribe in the region. Food. General Santos or Gensan is part of the province South Cotabato and is the first congressional district in the province. It is known as the tuna capital of the Philippines, and the fishing industry has greatly contributed of their economy. Ang General Santos or Gensan daw ay kilala rin bilang isa sa tuna capital of the Philippines dahil ang industriya ng pangingisda ay malaking ambag sa kanilang ekonomiya. It is one of the most famous food in Cotabato. The first one is the nilagang tilapia. Ito ay niluluto gamit ang luya, sibuyas, repolyo, pechay at patis. The second is the Cotabato's beef stew. That good you love. It has a twist that is different from other beef stews because it is the Maguindanaoans' local version of Filipino beef stew. It is widely served in Cotabato City. The third one is the Ihaw Ihaw, located in Tacorong City, Sultan Kudarat. This restaurant is really famous because of its delightful fried catfish dishes. The resto has their own pond full of catfishes. You could choose from fried or grilled catfish dishes. No worries, their catfish is really fresh and clean. The next one is the marang. If you don't want the smell of durian, the marang could be your next favorite fruit. It tastes even sweeter than the durian. Next is pastel. A steamed rice topped with flake chicken, beef or tuna that is wrapped in banana leaves. It is also best if paired with hard-boiled egg. This delicacy is loved by most local in Cotabato City and tourists of the province. Tinagtag. It is made of ground rice and sugar mixed with a little bit of water. This glutinous mixture cooked then folded like a taco. It is best eaten with either milk or coffee or even a mixture of both. For the last famous food in Cotabato, here is the caldereta rice. Glutinous white rice cooked with magi-magi syrup. Liver spread, corn and peas. It has a long cooking time, but it's sure worth the wait. A must try for the adventurous foodie in Region 12. Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao or the ARMM. The Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao was an autonomous region of the Philippines located in the Mindanao Island group of the Philippines that consisted of 5 predominantly Muslim provinces, which is the Basilan, Lanao del Sur, Maguindanao, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. It was the only region that had its own government. The region's de facto seat of the government was Cotabato City, although this self-governing city was outside its jurisdiction. Bangsamoro Republic. The Bangsamoro Republic, officially the United Federated States of Bangsamoro Republic, or the UFSBR, was a short-lived, self-proclaimed and recognized breakaway state in the Philippines. Normis Warren, chairman of the Moro National Liberation Front, issued the proclamation of Bangsamoro. ARMM is composed of 5 provinces, which is the Basilan, Lanao del Sur, Maguindanao, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. Its capital is Cotabato City, even if it's outside the ARMM jurisdiction. The region was established, nagawa daw ito, naitapat ito noong August 1, 1989 sa pamamagitan ng Republic Act No. 6734 or the Organic Act 843 persuasions of with a constitutional mandate to provide an autonomous area in Mindanao. It is the history, Maguindanao or the people of the plains. Early 15th century, Sharif Muhammad Kabungsuan, an Arab Malay feature from the Royal House of Malacca, ay dumating sila noong what is now Malabang, introduced Islamic faith and customs, settled down with a local princess, and founded a sultanate whose capital was Cotabato. The native Maguindanaoan have a culture that revolves around kulintang music, a specific type of gong music found among both Muslim and non-Muslim groups of the southern Philippines. It is the briefest history of the ARM or the Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. In the 1380, Muslims arrived in Tawi-Tawi and natives converted to Islam. 1457, Sultanate of Sulu was established, then Maguindanaoan and Buayan followed. These sultanates resisted Spanish colonialism. Sulu recognized its sovereignty not until the last quarter of 19th century. The people collectively called themselves Bangsamoro to identify themselves under the Islamic law and culture. They resisted the three colonizers and nevertheless wasn't annexed into the Philippine government after the Declaration of Independence. Most of its territories have been separate, so they were able to develop their own identity. It was often to Christians during Ramon Magsaysay's terms as part of his economic reforms. And it is the geography of the ARMM. The Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or the ARMM was situated in mainland Mindanao in the southern Philippines and was created by virtue of Republic Act No. 6734 which is signed into law by President Corazon Aquino no August 1, 1989. The plebiscite was conducted in the proposed area of ARMM on November 17, 1989 sa province of Maguindanao, Lanao del Sur, Sulu, and Tawi-Tawi. The region was strengthened and expanded through the ratification of Republic Act No. 9054 or the amending for the purpose of Republic Act No. 6734 entitled An Act Providing for the ARMM as amended in September 2001. The plebiscite paved the way for the inclusion of the province of Basilan and the city of Marawi as part of ARMM. Basilan is an island province of the Philippines. It is the largest and northernmost of the major islands of the Sulu Archipelago at ito ay located just off the southern coast of Zamboanga Peninsula. Its capital is Lamitan. Basilan is home to three main ethnic groups, which is the indigenous Yakans and the later arriving Tausogs and Chavaconos. The Yakans and Tausogs are predominantly Muslim, while the Chavaconos are mainly Christian. There are also a number of smaller groups. Ang Basilan din ay tinatawag ding iron deposits of Tausog warriors and slave traders from Sulu came to Tagiama to purchase high quality magnetic iron cores which for swords, knives, and other blades. Ito naman yung Basilan Festivals. Ang Basilan ay isang island province that is endowed with natural beauty. It is pristine and unspoiled from the picturesque cities, towns, and countryside to the majesty of waterfalls and the serenity of seashores. From the historical relics of the past to the living heritage of the present, it's all Basilan. Aside from the natural beauty of Basilan, the province has a different kinds of celebration, and even worse, local people celebrate it yearly for many reasons. Festivals are part of the town folk's culture and tradition. And here is the tradition or festivals days were celebrated. The first one is the Pakaradjaan Basilan, celebrated annually from March 1 to March 7 to commemorate the anniversary of province of Basilan. The next one is the Lami-Lamian Festival. Ito ay sineselebrate during the Feast of San Pedro on June 29 in Lamitan City. The third one is the Kukuwayan Festival, annual commemoration of its city. It takes a week for the activities in the annual street dancing parade on April 25. The fourth is the Fiesta Santa Isabel. Ito ay sineselebrate every July 8 by the residents of Isabela City. It's honor of its patron Saint Elizabeth of Portugal. Semana Santa or Holy Week. It is celebrated on March to April. The next is Flores de Mayo. Celebrated the feast every May 1 to May 31. It's celebrated to all Catholic to give an honor to Birheng Maria. Fonda de Barangay o Fiestas del Barangay, 1 week celebration to all barangay to give support to their patron. Budbud Festival, ito ay isang barangay ng fiesta bilang parangal sa Nuestra Señora de la Regla ng Begang Barangay o mas kilala bilang Little Cebu ng Isabela City. The next one is the Pasko or Pasko, celebrated on December 25. Kasi daw ito ay kapanganakan ni Jesucristo. Esrawal Miraj, May 1, isang occasion sa Islam na nagse-celebrate ng paglalakbay sa gabi at pag-akyat ni Muhammad. Eid al-Fitr, Hari Raya Puasa, ito ay isang Islamic event na ginugunita pagtapos ng panahon ng pag-aayuno ng mga Muslim. Maulidin Wabi, December 27. Ito naman ay isang pagdiriwang ng mga Islam na nagpaparangal sa kaarawan ni Muhammad. For the last one, Chinese New Year, celebrated every February, mostly for the raucous noise-making, tikoy eating marathons, and the much anticipated distribution of ampao by rich Chinese godparents.
Good day, everyone. I will discuss about the gastronomy, which means the practice of art, choosing, cooking, and eating good food. Ito ay kasanayan o sining ng pagpili, pagluluto, at pagkain ng masasarap na pagkain. Ang gastronomy ay ang pag-aaral ng pagkain at kultura na may partikular na pagtuon ng gourmet cuisine. The ARMM region is famous in rice delicacies, namely duldul, pastil, katilapan, pawa, native dishes like chicken with curry powder. In addition, the Muslim delicacies are putrid, sinigang na baka, and tinagtad. Tatanungin niyo po kung anong ibig sabihin ng ARMM. Ito po ay Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Ito daw po ay meron silang iba't ibang pagkain na tinatawag din nating pawa. Ito ay gawa sa karaniwang mga steam bun na gawa sa giniling na malagkit na bigas at puno ng giniling at pinatamis na mani. Ang pastil naman ay ang pagkain matatagpuan sa buong sulok ng Mindanao. Ito ay mini empanada na gawa sa harina at nilagyan ng pansit na ginisa sa loob. Mas nagpapasarap sa pagkain nito ang maanghang na sauce na gawa sa suka, paminta at maraming sili. Ito rin ay hango sa pagkain mula sa Malaysia na kung tawagin ay Kari Pak Nihon. Ang pastil ay nilutong kanin na nilagyan ng espesyal na inihandang manok o fish flakes at nakabalot sa dahon ng saging. Ito ay isa sa mga pinakakilalang Maguindanao delicacy. Tinagtag. Ito ay sikat sa Maguindanao delicacy. Ito ay gawa sa pinong giniling na kanin na hinaluan ng asukal at pinirito hanggang maging golden brown at malutong. Sati, na kung saan ay isa sa pagkain matatagpuan sa syudad ng Zamboanga, ito ay hango sa pagkain galing sa Malaysia na tinatawag nating sate. Ang sate ay kombinasyon ng kanin, barbecue at pinakamahalagang sangkap ng putahing ito ang maanghang na matamis at mapulang sauce. Shagul, a very spicy and tasty meat of stingray cooked with coconut milk then added with burnt coconut, grated meat that gave the sauce its olive-like color. Ibig sabihin po ng shagul, isang maanghang at masarap na karne ng stingray na niluto na may gata ng niyog pagkatapos ay dinagdag sa sinunog na niyog na ginadgad ng karne ang nagbigay sa sarsa ng kulay na parang olive. Agar. This particular seaweed or agar as others call it is very much common in the coastal water of Visayas and Mindanao. The only difference is that instead of serving it fresh garnished with onion, tomatoes, and vinegar, the tawi-tawingan blanched the seaweed then added with little soy sauce and some spice like ginger, onion, giving it a yellowish color. Ito daw po ay partikular na damong dagat o agar-agar na tinatawag ng iba ay karaniwan na sa baybaying tubig ng Visayas at Mindanao. Ang kaibahan lang ay sa halip na ihain ito ng sariwang pinalamutian ng sibuyas, kamatis at suka. Ang mga tawi-tawinyans ay nagpapaputi ng mga damong dagat pagkatapos ay dinadagdagan ng kaunting toyo at ilang pampalasa tulad ng luya, sibuyas na nagbibigay kulay na madilaw-dilaw. Tiola ito is somehow the bulalo equivalent of tawi-tawi. Only it is very spices of on it. It is a beef with broth mixed with born grated coconut meat, giving it a blackish color. It may not look appetizing for some, but it tastes way better than your regular meat in town. Sabi nga po, ang tiola ito ay parang katumbas lang ng bulalo na tawi-tawi, ngunit ito ay may napakamaanghang na sabaw. Ito ay karne ng baka na may sabaw na hinaluan ng sinunog na gadgad na karne ng niyog na nagbibigay ng kulay itim. Maaring hindi ito mukhang pampagana para sa ilan, ngunit mas masarap ang lasa kaysa sa regular na pagkain sa bayan. Sati, kagaya nga po ng sinabi ko kanina, ito ay isang pagkain matatagpuan sa syudad ng Zamboanga. Ito ay sikat na almusal sa tawi-tawi. Ang sati ay inihon na manok na inilagay sa ibabaw ng cube rice at sinasawsaw sa isang espesyal na sati sauce. Bilang isang relihiyonal na delicacy, ang mga tao dito ay naninirahan at gustong kumain ng sati tuwing almusal. Pastil. This mini empanada filled with pancit bihon rice noodles is commonly found in snack houses around Tawi-Tawi. It's a bit on the bland side but is decent when doused with hot and spicy vinegar. If you're not that hungry, 2 to 3 pieces of this, which cost only 3 pesos piece, can make a light snack or breakfast. Ang pastil daw po ay maliit na empanada na ito ay puno ng pancit bihon na karaniwang makikita sa mga merienda sa paligid ng Tawi-Tawi. Ito ay medyo murang ngunit disente kapag binuhusan ng mainit at maanghang na suka. Kung hindi ka gaanong gutom, 2 hanggang 3 piraso nito na nagkakahalaga lamang ng 3 piso. Piraso ay maaaring gawing merienda o almusal. This is the Sulod Ethnological Museum houses cultural artifacts. It is a private art center located at the Notre Dame de Holo College. It houses a wide array of display from local culture to to hulo early trade with Indonesia, China, and the Arab world. Ibig sabihin ito isang pribadong art center na matatagpuan sa Notre Dame de Hulo College na naglalaman ito ng malawak na hanay ng mga display mula sa mga lokal na kultura hanggang sa maagang pakikipagkalakalan ni Hulo sa Indonesia, China at Arab world. Ang provincial capital mo or inspired. Ito po ay masasabi daw na hindi kumpleto ang pagbisita ng isang tao sa lalawigan ng Sulu nang hindi nakikita ang kapitolyo ng panlalawigan ng Sulu. Matatagpuan ito sa gitna ng Hulo, ang kabiserang bayan ng lalawigan. Ang Sulu, provincial capital na may Moorish-inspired architectural design at Golden Dome ay tinuturing na isa sa pinakamagandang gusali ng kapitolyo sa bansa. Marungas Island. Kilometer east of Hulo, the beach abounds variety of seashell. Ang Marungas Island na kung saan ay may iba't ibang uri ng seashell, ang Marungas Island ay nagkakaroon ng pinakamalaking potensyal sa turismo dahil sa pagiging malapit nito sa kabiserang bayan ng Hulo na sineserbisyuhan ng mga flight at magdamag ng mga ferry mula sa Zamboanga City. Kung makikita mula sa kanang bahagi ng eroplano habang pababa ito sa Hulo Airport, ang mga isla na parang atol ay may mga tabing dagat at natatakpan ng tubig alat na latian at lagun sa gitna. Maubu Beach, most frequented beach because of its proximity to the town proper. Ang Maubu Beach daw po ay madalas na binibisita dahil sa pagiging malapit nito sa town proper. Ang Maubu Beach ay matatagpuan sa ika-4 na klaseng munisipalidad at Patikul, Sulu, Pilipinas. Ang Maubu Beach ay isa sa pinakamagandang matingkad na puting beach sa Sulu at kilala rin sa manunaksan na tubig nito at kilometrong puting buhangin ang haba. Ito ay kadalasang pinupuntahan ng mga lokal dahil sa accessibility nito. Si Tangkay Island is a coastal municipality in the island province of Tawi-Tawi. It's called the Venice of the Philippines due to the use of boats as primary transportation, although footbridge connect one house to another. Ibig sabihin, ito ay baybayin sa isla ng lalawigan ng Tawi-Tawi na tinatawag na Venice of the Philippines dahil sa paggamit ng mga bangka bilang pangunahing transportasyon, bagaman ang mga tulay ay nag-uugnay sa isang bahay patungo sa isa pa. Manok Mangkaw Musa. Described as floating umbrella, it's an island located slightly beyond and across the channel. It is said to be floating like an umbrella, under which submarine of the Allied force sought refuge from any death charge during World War II. Ang Manok Mangkaw ay nakuha ang pangalan nito mula sa isang kumpol ng mga sanga sa ibabaw ng isang mataas na sinaunang puno na bumubuo ng imahe ng isang inahing manok na malapit ng maglakad. Ginamit ito bilang palatandaan ng mga marino na pabirong tumawag sa hen na gawin ang unang hindi maiiwasang hakbang. Manok Mangkaw ibig sabihin ay lakad pagkatapos ay lakad. Sumpitan Falls. This is the attraction of Lanao del Sur. Sumpitan Falls is composed of 7 levels ranging from 5 to 40 feet of elevation. It takes an hour of trekking to reach Sumpitan Falls on the Municipal Hall of Balindong, Lanao del Sur. Ang Sumpitan Falls ay binubuo ng 7 antas mula sa 5 hanggang 40 talampakan ang taas. Tumatagal ng 1 oras ang trekking para makarating sa Sumpitan Falls mula sa Municipal Hall ng Balindong, Lanao del Sur. Kailangan mong umarkila ng local guide para makita ang 5-tiered ng Sumpitan Falls. Ang isa pa ay Lake Butig. It's a protected area of the Philippines located in the municipality of Butig, Lanao del Sur in Mindanao Island. The park spans an area of 68 hectares comprising Lake Butig and surrounding forest. Ang Butig ay isang protektadong lugar ng Pilipinas na matatagpuan sa munisipalidad ng Butig, Lanao del Sur sa Mindanao Island. Ang parke ay sumasaklaw sa isang lugar na 68 hektarya na binubuo ng Lake Butig at ang nakapaligid sa kagubatan nito ay diniklara itong pambansang parke noong 1965 sa bisa ng Republic Act No. 4190. Attraction of Sulu, Mount Bagsak. Mount Bagsak, the Battle of Pod Bagsak, was a battle during the Moro Rebellion phase of the Philippines-American War fought between June 11 and June 15, 1913. The defending Moro fighters were fortified at the top of the Mount Bagsak on the island of Hulo, Sulu. The Moros were entirely annihilated, including their leader Datu Amin. Ibig sabihin, ang labanan daw po ng Mount Bagsak ay isang labanan noong yugto ng Moro Rebellion ng Philippine-American War na nakapaglaban sa pagitan ng Hunyo 11 at Hunyo 15, 1913. Ang mga nagtatanggol na mandirigmang Moro ay pinatibay sa tutok ng bundok bagsak ng isla ng Hulo, Sulu. Ang mga Moro ay ganap na nalipol kasamang kanilang pinuno na si Datu Amin. Solo Ethnological Museum. Kagaya nga po ng sinabi ko kanina, it's a private art center na located po sa Notre Dame, na kung saan ay naglalaman ito ng malawak na hanay naman ng mga display mula sa lokal na kultura hanggang sa maagang pagkalakalan ni Hulo sa Indonesia, China, Arab world. Tanjung Beach is another white beach in Sulu. This natural wonder is the pride of the municipality of Indanan. Tanjung Beach is just 3 kilometers away from the town proper. Ito daw po ay, ang beach ay isa pang puting beach sa Sulu. Ang likas na kababalaghan na ito ay pinagmamalaki ng munisipalidad ng Indanan. Ang Tanjung Beach ay 3 kilometro lamang ang layo mula sa town proper. Maubo Beach is located in the 4th class municipality of Patikul, Sulu, Philippines. Maubo Beach is one of the finest bright white beaches in Sulu and also known for its crystal clear water and its 1 kilometer long white sand. It is usually frequented by local due to its accessibility. Ibig sabihin, ang Maubo Beach ay isa sa pinakamagandang matingkad ang puting beach sa Sulu at kilala sa malinaw na kristal na tubig nito at 1 kilometrong puting buhangin ang haba. Ito ay kadalasang pinupuntahan ng mga lokal dahil sa pagiging access nito. Aliwan Festival, an annual festival held at Star City Complex, Pasay City. This activity gathered different cultural festivals in the country where contingent compete in dance parade, float competition, and beauty pageant. This event began in 2003, dubbed Mother of All Festival, aimed to showcase the richness of different Filipino culture and heritage to the rest of the world. Ito ay taon ng pagdiriwang na ginaganap sa Star City Complex, Pasay City. Ang aktibidad na ito ay nagtitipan ng iba't ibang cultural festival ng bansa kung saan ang mga contingent ay nakikipagkompetensya sa dance parade, float competition at beauty pageant. Ang kaganapang ito ay nagsimula noong 2003 na tinawag na inaang ng lahat ng kapistahan, na naglalayong ipakita ang kayamanan ng iba't ibang kultura at pamana ng Pilipino sa iba pang bahagi ng mundo. Miguyaya Festival, UP Mindanao, Maguindanao, December 19. The term is the Tiduray word meaning merrymaking and thanksgiving. This is universal expression of thanksgiving for the trumps, abundance, prosperity, or any form of blessing received. The world society were in different expression or way of thanksgiving and merrymaking practice and recognized and honored. Amidst OP, triumphs, abundance, prosperity is the conceptualization of Migoyaya Festival of Yan's way of expressing gratitude for all bounties. Migoyaya is a 3-week celebration which culminates every 22nd of December. Ibig sabihin, ito ay salitang Tiduray na nangangahulugang merrymaking at thanksgiving. Ito ay isang pangkahalatang pagpapahayag ng pasasalamat para sa mga tagumpay, kasaganahan, o anumang anyo ng pagpapalang natanggap. ang salita sa isang multicultural na lipunan kung saan ang iba't ibang pagpapahayag o paraan ng pasasalamat at pagpapasaya at konsepto ng Migoyoya. Ang paraan ng Opyan sa pagpapahayag ng pasasalamat sa lahat ng mga biyaya. Ang Migoyaya ay isang 3 linggong pagdiriwang na nagtatapos tuwing ika-22 ng Disyembre. Ang state dance competition ang pangunahing highlight ng isang linggong Migoyaya Festival. Ang kalahok ng nagmula sa UP at mga kalapit na bayan nito ay nakasuot ng makukulay na tradisyonal na kasuotan ng mga Maguindanaos, Tiduray at Christian settlers ay nagparada sa mga pangunahing lansangan ng UP na sumasayaw sa kumpas ng mga tambol at tradisyonal na mga instrumentong pangmusika kabilang ang mga agong, kulintang habang ipinapakita ang mga pangunahing produkto ng bayan. Cariala Festival. Wow Lanao del Sur, February 22. The Kalilang Cariala both mean merrymaking and thanksgiving. This universal expression of thanksgiving for the terms abundance, prosperity, or any form of blessing received. The celebration of this festival are Lami-Lamihan, Lami-Lamitan, Basilan ng Migoyaya of Upi Maguindanao. Ibig sabihin daw po, ang Cariala ang Kalilang at Cariala ay pareho nangangahulugang kagalakan at pasasalamat. Ang pangkalatang pagpapahayag ng pasasalamat para sa tagumpay, kasaganahan o anumang anyo ng mga pagpapalang natanggap. Ang pagdiriwang nito ay katulad ng Lami-Lamihan, ng Lamitan, Basilan at Migoyoya ng Upi Maguindanao. Ito ay isang makulay na pasasalamat para sa kapayapaan, kasaganahan at kasaganang ani kung saan ang iba't ibang tribo sa bayan ng Wow ay nagsasama-sama at nagdiriwang. Ang Cariala ay isang dance festival ng mga seremonyal ng pagtitipon at making para sa masaganang ani bilang isang munisipalidad ng CASC Agricultural Lands na angkop para sa lahat ng uri ng agricultural crops. Ito rin ay isang pasasalamat para sa kapayapaan, kaunlaran at pagpapaunlad sa makapangyarihan. Lami-Lamihan Festival, Lamitan Basilan, June 26 to 27. Ang Lami-Lamihan is a Yakan word meaning merrymaking started in 1983, a yearly festival celebrated on the town of Lamitan in Basilan Province and showcases the traditional Yakan custom and tradition music, dances, and crafts that has long been preserved. Celebration of the event rekindles the native Yakan culture and diversity. The gentle people of province of Basilan, south of the Philippines. Townspeople are dressed in colorful costume, take part in horse race, parade, and other activities. Ang Lami-Lamihan ay salitang Yakan na nangangahulugang pagsasaya, nagsisimula noong 1983, isang taon ng pagdiriwang na pinagdiriwang sa bayan ng Lamitan sa lalawigan ng Basilan, at nagpapakita ng mga tradisyonal na kaugalian at tradisyonal na Yakan, musika, sayaw at sining na matagal nang napanatili. Ang pagdiriwang ng kaganapan ay muling nagpasigla sa katutubong kultura at pagkakaiba ng mga Yakan. Ang magiliw ng mga tao sa lalawigan ng Basilan sa timog ng Pilipinas, ang mga taong bayan ay nakasuot ng mga kulay na kasuotan na nakikibahagi sa mga karera ng kabayo, parada at iba pang aktibidad. Ito ay isang pagdiriwang nakasabay ng pundasyon ng Lamitan Municipality. Ang pagdiriwang na ito ay isang simpleng showcase na tradisyonal ng Yakan, isang mayamang kaugalian at tradisyon kung saan pinapanatili ang musika at mga sayaw at mga sining. Seaweed Festival, Bungaw, Tawi-Tawi, September 25. This festival is also called Agal-Agal Festival, local name for Carignan seaweed Thanksgiving festivity for its good harvest, similar to Migoyaya. This week-long festivity is celebrated every 4th week of September, showcasing the region economic potential, culture, costume, and tradition, with like activities such as street dancing, parade, and field demonstration, trade fair, regatta, cultural night presentation, beauty pageant, environmental protection and conservation forum, and to Capuch with its conduct business matching with Asian centers. Seaweed is festival. Ito ay tinatawag ding agal-agal. Lokal na pangalan para sa Carignan seaweed. Salamat sa pagbibigay ng kasiyahan para sa magandang ani nito. Katulad ng Migoyaya, ang isang linggong pagdiriwang na ito ay pinagdiriwang tuwing ika-4 na linggo ng Setyembre na nagpapakita ng mga potensyal ng ekonomiya, kultura, kasuotan at tradisyon ng rehiyon na may katulad ng mga aktibidad tulad ng street dancing, parade at field demonstration, trade fair, regatta, pagtatanghal sa gabi ng kultura, beauty pageant, forum ng proteksyon at konserbasyon ng kapaligiran, at ang tapusin ay ang pagsasagawa ng business matching sa may bansang Asia. Sheikh Karimul Maktoum Festival, Simunul, Tawi-Tawi, November 7. Sheikh Karimul Maktoum Festival is celebrated in commemoration for his good deeds for bringing Islam to the land. Sheikh Karimul Maktoum is a 30th century Muslim missionary from Malaysia who established the first mosque in the Philippines. The mosque is located in Tubig Indangan, Simunul, Tawi-Tawi. Ang Sheikh Karimul Maktoum Festival ay pinagdiriwang bilang paggunita sa kanyang mabubuting gawa para sa pagdadala ng Islam sa lupain. Si Sheikh Karimul Maktoum ay isang 30th century Muslim missionary mula sa Malaysia na nagtatag ng unang mosque sa Pilipinas. Ang mosque ay matatagpuan sa Tubig Indangan, Simunul, Tawi-Tawi. Ang relihiyong Islam ay isang unang pinakilala sa isang mga isla Tawi-Tawi ng Sheikh Karimul Maktoum, isang Arabong misyonaryong dumating noong mga 1380. Ang kanyang mga turo ng mga doktrine ng Islam ay humantong sa Islamisasyon ng mga naninirahan. Kaya ang unang masjid, ang Sheikh Karimul Maktoum Mosque na ipinangalan ni Shahid Tinatay. Sharif Kabunsuan Festival, Maguindanao, December 19. Sharif Kabunsuan Festival is a very significant event not only to Maguindanao, people Cotabato City and Region 12, but to the whole Muslim Mindanao. This colorful festival is commemoration of the arrival of an Arab Malay missionary of Johor, Malaysia in the 60th century, landed along the banks of Kolangi, now known as Rio Grande de Mindanao. Sharif Kabunsuan introduced Islam to the native, which led to the establishment of the Sultanates of Maguindanao, Raha, Buayan, and Kabuntalan. Ang Sharif Kabunsuan Festival daw po isang napakahalagang kaganapan hindi lamang sa mga taga Mindanao sa Cotabato City at rehiyon ng kundi sa buong Muslim Mindanao. Ang makulay na pagdiriwang na ito ay isang pagunita sa pagdating isang Arab Malay na misyonaryang mula sa Johor, Malaysia noong ika-16 na siglo na dumaong sa pangpang ng Pulangi na kilala ngayon bilang Rio Grande, Mindanao. Binakilala ni Sharif Kabunsuan ang Islam sa mga katutubo na humantong sa pagkatatag ng mga sultanato ng Maguindanao, Raha, Buayan at Kabuntalan.